take off your clothes. Now stand out here on this open plain at the coldest moment of the Ice Age. You would be dead before dark. It is not that you are weak. It is that you are a tropical animal. Bare skin, no fur, a body built for a warm world, suddenly dropped into a deep freeze. And yet, right here, people did not just scrape by, they lived through this. Thousands of winters, one after another. They beat the cold, but not with tougher bodies. They beat it with 5 inventions, and you still use every single one. This is the mammoth steppe, about 20,000 years ago, the coldest peak of the last ice age. Forget a wall of ice. Picture a huge, dry, frozen grassland, stretching further than you can see, and roaming across it, mammoths, wild horses, and giant bison. But there's a catch. Out here, there are often no trees and no caves, nowhere at all to duck out of the wind. So let us follow one small band, right as the first snow falls, because when it does, a clock starts ticking, and 5 deadly problems line up, one behind the other. Problem 1. The cold goes straight through you. At these temperatures, bare skin does not last hours. It lasts minutes. They could not grow a thick coat like the animals around them, so they did something smarter. They built one. And the secret weapon was tiny. A needle, carved from bone, about 40,000 years old. A hide thrown over your shoulders leaks heat everywhere. A hide cut, shaped, and sewn to fit you traps it. That single stitch is what beat the cold. And they did not stop at one layer. They stacked 3 or 4, soft fox around the face, tough reindeer against the wind. A whole wearable system. Now look down at your winter coat. Zips and fabric aside, it is the same idea. 40,000 years later, you are still wearing their invention. But even the best suit has a limit. It can only hold in the heat you already make. And at 40 below in the dark, that is not enough. Now, they did not invent fire. Fire is far older than they are. What they did was learn to truly master it. They carried glowing embers from camp to camp, so a fire never fully died. And they built proper hearths, different shapes for different jobs. On a plain with almost no trees, that took real skill. They burned wood when they had it, and when they did not, they burned bone and fat instead. And one fire did 4 jobs at once: warmth, cooked food, light against the dark, and a single circle to gather in, the first living room. Your heater, your stove, that warm glow in the room tonight, all of it traces back to that little fire on the ice. So now you're dressed and you are warm, and you are still going to die because you're starving. In deep winter, nothing grows and the herds scatter thin. The answer is not to hunt harder in the cold. It is to get ahead of it. You feast in autumn, when food is everywhere, and you save the rest. Here is the clever part. They let the cold do the work. Bury meat in the frozen ground, and it keeps for months. A freezer, thousands of years before electricity. They also dried meat and fish until it was light and tough, food that would not rot and that you could carry for miles. But there is a trap most people never hear about. You cannot survive on lean meat alone. Eat nothing else, and you can starve on a full stomach. What you really need is fat, which is exactly why a fat-heavy mammoth was not just dinner. It was a jackpot of pure winter fuel. Your fridge, your freezer, that pantry of tins and dried food, it is the same plan they had, just plugged into the wall. Now the hardest problem of all. A blizzard out here can last for days. And with no caves and no trees, where do you even hide? They could not find shelter, so they made it. Out of the only heavy building material for miles in every direction, bone. One of their homes still survives today. It is a dome of about 150 mammoth bones, a ring the size of a small room, a fire in the middle, hides pulled tight over the top. Think about what that means. The animal that could flatten you in a heartbeat, its bones became the walls that kept you alive. And these were not one-night camps either. Some were returned to for generations, a warm dot on the ice that grandchildren still knew by heart. The house around you right now has the exact same job that hut did. Keep the cold out. Keep the people in. Now picture it all together, at the worst moment of the storm. Fire glowing, furs drying, meat stored in the floor, the whole band fed and safe inside a house of bone, while the wind screams outside. They did not just survive the Ice Age. They made a home in it. But take away any single piece and it all collapses. A suit with no fire, food with no shelter. You're still gone by spring. So the fifth invention was the most important, and it was not a thing at all. It was the plan. Winter is not survived in winter. It is won months earlier by a band that prepares together. And that plan had to be remembered and taught to the next generation. Knowledge handed down. That, more than any single tool, is the real human superpower. So count them up. The suit, the fire, the frozen store, the built home, and the plan that tied them all together. Now look around your own home. Your coat, your heater, your fridge, your four walls, your habit of stocking up before the cold. Everyone is a 20,000-year-old survival tool. You are here for a simple reason. Your ancestors won that winter, again and again, and each time they showed the next band exactly how. The cold never really went away. We just got so good at beating it that we forgot it was ever a fight at all. Which makes you wonder, if they could outthink an ice age with bone and fire and a good plan, what else did they quietly figure out, long before we ever gave them credit for it?